What is up, bitches and bros and non-binary hoes? I'm back at it again. Oh wait. This isn't my video. Brady, I think you're supposed to do
Bro,
something.
why you taking my intro, man? What the heck?
Because
Anyways,
they're
guys,
bitches, they're bros, and they're non-binary hoes, bro. They need to know it.
I guess, yeah. We're back at another tier list video. Hope you guys enjoy.
Today we're gonna be going over all the mainline teachers of Naruto, and I guess we're gonna be ranking them on terms of a
Strength,
combination of power and teaching ability.
yes.
Cause,
Quite right, quite right.
cause like some of these people, bro.
I'm like the best teacher in the Naruto verse, though, obviously. So six,
Nah,
you know.
bro. Tauntaun.
Bro,
Tauntaun Supreme, bro.
we're
Tauntaun
clan heads,
Supremacy.
man. What are you talking about? We're clan heads, man. You're the clan head for the the clan, and I'm the clan head for the
Bro.
Uchiha, obviously. At least the unseen one.
Bro, you're the only Uchiha. Shush.
Ah, true.
You don't get, you
Yeah,
don't get, you need a clan to be a clan head.
well, everyone who's subscribed is technically part of the Unseen
Well,
Uchiha
let's,
clan.
let's start this list off with one of the worst teachers in Naruto history, Kakashi Hatake.
Yes,
Because he was a
Mr.
good
Hatake,
teacher to one person and one person only.
Sasuke Uchiha.
Ichiher?
Uchiha.
Bro,
Yeah.
she's itchy, then scratchy her. Okay, so
I'm just yeah.
well, okay. Obviously, we're using the last versions of each of these characters, the latest version of each of these characters, so that we can get the most accurate power scaling, and also we're going to be referencing a lot of their teaching methods to not only one, but all their students. So just because a character is at S rank level doesn't mean they're going to get an S rank if they didn't teach their students well. So someone who has like
Sure.
an S rank power might get a B rank if their teaching was horrible. But just
Or
because
C
their
rank.
teaching is horrible doesn't mean they're gonna get the lowest ranking possible.
Yep. There's gonna be at least one or two though that get pretty low rank. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah,
If we're
because
going off,
they're
if
head
we're
S.
going off just power,
If
then
we're going off of just power, no one's getting lower than a B rank. But if we're going for power plus teaching, yeah.
yeah.
So starting off with Kakashi Hatsuki, obviously he was the sensei of Team 7, the main team we follow during the Naruto series, and from what we could tell, he was a decent teacher to Sasuke. To Naruto and Sakura, not so much.
Yeah. It was like Naruto, you gotta work on your basics before I can teach you anything.
So there's a lot of debate about Kakashi, of course. It's like, is he stronger after losing Double Mangekyo? Of course not. Like, Double Mangekyo Kakashi is arguably one of, if not the strongest character in the entire series. Easily a SS
True,
rank plus character.
true.
And even though Hokage Kakashi, post Mangekyo Kakashi, is very strong, way stronger than he was with a singular Mangekyo, he would not be able to match up to that Susanoo levels of power. So it's like, even if we're going just off power, he would only get a S rank due to his status in Boruto. But with his teaching in mind, I give him a score out of 1 out of 30.
Yeah, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Because, like, bro, he only taught Sasuke. Like, what did he teach Naruto and Sakura? Tree walking, that's it.
That's all. Mind you, this was after what, almost 2, maybe 3 months of them being Genin.
Yeah, about 2 months.
Yep. Where, mind you, I'm pretty sure all the other rookie nine, had already learned tree walking
Well,
before
in all
this.
honesty, Naruto and Sakura were the only ones that weren't a part of clans that could teach them everything. So
That's true.
it's
That's
like
true. That's
there's
true.
some understandability there, but the fact is Kakashi didn't do any teaching until they were almost dying.
Yeah, like well, we almost just died,
It's
guys. So I
like
guess I
you can die as long as you die while doing teamwork.
die while being a team is the only way to really die, apparently.
Bruh, my man took his dad's words to heart. Overall, since he has a bad teaching score, but not an absolute zero teaching score,
Yeah.
I would still give him somewhere around an A rank because of obviously him being like an S rank shinobi. That accounts to it. And him actually having taught Sasuke very efficiently makes him a good teacher to an individual character, but not a group of characters.
Not a group, not a group. And that's really only because he wanted to, uh,
I know it's
work
very
on Naruto's
situational as
legacy.
well. It's like Sasuke had the Sharingan, he had the Sharingan. Sasuke had to deal with the curse mark. He was pretty decent at seals, and there weren't really any specialists in the village at the time. So it's like
Yeah. Uh,
for a lack
Other than
of
Jiraiya, like contradicting
like
every now and then.
he was kind of the only option there. So it's like Sasuke had to go through so much training that there wasn't room for him to teach Naruto or Sakura.
That's a fair point. That's
So
a
it's
fair point.
understandable, but I'm still on this knocking down A rank because it's like, bro, you got more than one student.
Yeah, he has one more student. I mean, still, they all become kind of powerful in the end, but
Not due to him though.
no,
Sasuke due to steroids, Naruto due to Kurama, Sakura due to
stop taking the
Tsunade.
roids. Naruto got to stop taking them roids.
Bro,
I
Sasuke was
mean,
on
I guess,
roids, bro.
frig, if we go that Sakura also had roids too, because she had inner Sakura.
Not literally. Sasuke was literally on steroids. Don't you remember the experimentation in drugs Orochimaru put on him?
That's true. That's true.
He was literally on steroids. Next up is Kakashi's husband, my guy.
Might guy, yes, definitely Kakashi's husband.
In terms of power, if we're using
We,
current guy, probably a
yeah,
B rank or A rank at the highest, because current guy can't walk.
yeah.
But he
But
could
for
still
going
kick
worse,
your hands. He could still kick your ass hands only.
oh, absolutely. But I mean, if we were to go off of war
The
art,
last
no,
version of him that was able to fight,
yeah,
easily S
um,
rank.
yeah.
If we're
Well,
going
let's go
eight
off.
gates, double S rank.
We'll just say in the same words that Mater says, "I declare you the
Okay,
strongest of the bunch."
since in very specific scenarios like Guy, I think we get to use the Warg version of him, which was the last capable version of him, since we're also using characters like Asuma, who eventually died. So I feel ranking Guy during the War arc would be the fairest way to rank Guy here.
It would also be probably the same to do with Kurenai because she's no longer an active shinobi in Boruto. So
She wasn't a good teacher either way.
no, she tried to put a genjutsu on a genjutsu master. So yeah,
So, but for Guy, like, let's be honest, one of the strongest characters in Naruto. On top of that, this
great
man
teacher.
was a great teacher.
Mo.
Like, he actually did train all three of his genin. He made them real threats.
Really,
You can't
yeah,
blame Guy for 1010 being weak in Shippuden. She was already a Chunin. She was responsible for herself. Guy was no
yeah.
longer supposed to be her teacher. Yes, he was supposed to be
Even,
her captain, but was no longer in charge of teaching. So the power level she
yeah,
was at in the Chunin exams is kind of what Guy is responsible for. Anything
yeah,
post that, you cannot blame Guy. And let's be honest, if she was put up against most other characters, except for arguably Gara,
yeah.
Neji, and Tamari, she probably would have won.
Absolutely. Damari was just a bad matchup, bro, especially during the
It
tuning.
was genuinely just a bad matchup. All things considered, Guy did an amazing job at teaching her how to use each individual weapon. He found ways around her shortcomings. He knew ninjutsu just wasn't the way to go for her. Like, as we find out in Shippuden, she doesn't have a lot of chakra, and it's hard for her to use ninjutsu. That's why using the sage items is really hard for her. Neji gained a lot of benefit from training with Guy and training with Lee. Sure, they didn't, he wasn't taught anything, but he was constantly being put up against the walls created by Guy and
Yeah,
Lee for him to overcome. And that's exactly what Neji needed as a student, because there's not much a sensei that's not of the Hyuga clan could teach a Hyuga Genin.
that is true. That is true.
And obviously, Lee is absurdly broken.
What does he call himself? The blue beast of the green beast of the
The
mist, the
green
beautiful.
beast of the hidden leaf.
Oh God,
My
guys,
guy.
Mike, I just go to chat. Real quickly, guys.
Bruh, and let's not forget the ultimate peak guy moment. Night guy.
True, true,
Bruh,
true.
my favorite attack from guy is still a Sakugaku, bro.
Oh God,
Sakugaku. But guy easily goes in S rank for most of this.
absolutely,
But SS
absolutely.
rank is perfect for him. He did the best out of arguably any teacher on this list.
I yes,
Out
I
of the
agree. I
Konoha 12, he was the best teacher. In terms of power scaling, the only character that out power scaled him from the Konoha 12 leaders was arguably dual DMS Kakashi.
yeah,
But in most scenarios, guy would whoop the floor with everyone else.
absolutely, absolutely.
So guy is early on getting the SS rank. Now,
That
the
that's
Genjutsu
kind
genius, the Genjutsu mistress of the leaf, the idiot who tried to put an Uchiha under Genjutsu Kurenai.
not to mention one of the strongest Uchiha with at least
She
Genjutsu.
put the strongest Genjutsu user in Naruto history, tried putting him under Genjutsu. Think about that. Think about that. She did it
Yeah, no.
twice. She did it twice in that one filler with the girl from the Kurama clan. She was
Oh God,
also considered the peak. Like, sure, she's not canon, but she was considered the peak of Genjutsu, and Kurenai tried to put her under Genjutsu.
that's true. That's
And
true.
on top of that, let's be honest, each individual character from Team Kurenai kind of got their own developments by their own means. Hinata obviously developed her own technique. Shino's was really just amped by his clan, so was Kiba. She didn't deliver much in terms of being a teacher.
No, she did not.
And if it wasn't for Shino, she would have had the weakest team on the Konoha 12.
Yes, I agree with this.
So only one rank for her to go into. Bruh, be gone. Bitches on
Be
home.
in
Bruh, be gone.
be gone.
Be gone. Next up is another amazing teacher that kind of falls behind in power, and that is the last Konoha 12 teacher, that is Asuma.
True.
Now, Asuma has some very powerful feats. Obviously,
Oh
he
yeah.
has this suicide technique that would have killed anyone that wasn't Kakuzu or Hidan.
Yep.
It was just an unfortunate matchup, just like Tenten.
Yes.
And
Although
in all
anyone who went
honesty, we
against
know
Uchiha
he's
would
one of
be
the
an unfair.
stronger like shinobi in the Leaf, because like he was a part of
Yes.
the fire like the Fire Temple Guardians. He was one of
Yep.
the Guardian 12, very powerful shinobi. But from feats we see in the series, he is lacking behind almost everyone on this list who is not Kurenai.
Which is sad.
And I would put him in B rank because of power, even though he is arguably an A rank shinobi.
Yep.
We are still going to put him in A rank though because he was a great teacher. We know that he supported the growth and potential of each one of his team members. He was the perfect teacher to teach the Ino Chikacho formation because he understood how it worked. He understood what
Oh,
the
definitely.
Geni needed to do to get to that point. And because of
Not to
his
mention,
teaching
he was
capability, I'm
also pretty
confident
good at
enough to put him ahead
strategy.
of Kakashi.
Not to mention, he was also pretty great at strategy, which helped a
Brilliant
lot.
strategist, like on par with Shikamaru, arguably.
Oh, and probably some of the Nara clan too.
Like I definitely put him under Shikaku, but above Shikamaru until like end of Shippuden. Like when we get to War Arc Shippuden, I think Shikamaru kind of overtakes him, but like
Yeah.
brilliant fighter, brilliant strategist, everything is working towards him. Great sensei. He's going into A
Not
rank,
not to mention, he had a pretty strong wind chakra nature too, which also helped to build
which was
into his
very
strategy.
rare, yeah. And on top of that, he mastered the Sarutobi's Ash release.
True, true, true.
Next up is our first of the three legendary Sannin, Tsunade.
Do not a
I'm not even gonna bother saying anything. She's going directly into S rank.
oh,
Power
absolutely.
level S rank easily. healing capability, S rank easily. Teaching, amazing. Like, a lot of people's like, Sakura took a long time to learn, but like, everything Tsunade had to teach her was things that would take effect over long periods of time. Sakura was at the peak of medical ninjutsu at the start of Shippuden. So, that teaching was already cemented. The physical strength she had was already cemented. The Byakuya seal takes a long time to create.
Oh yeah, no, it took what, several years for Sakura to be even able to use
I
it.
believe it was about 4 years.
Yeah, because it from it just slowly drains a portion of a person's chakra,
And
and
obviously,
especially with
for
Sakura having
someone with larger amounts of chakra like Tsunade or Naruto, that would go up faster. But for someone with like low levels of
Sakura,
chakra like Sakura, would take long.
yeah,
But not only that, she is an amazing teacher. She not only taught Sakura, she also taught Shizune, who is easily an A-rank Jonin shinobi. She has Yin Yang release. She created her own change in chakra nature using Yin Yang release to create various poisons that are borderline uncurable because they're made completely of chakra.
which is sick. Let's be honest here.
Is soon, bro. Shizune's awesome. So yeah, Tsunade, there's not much argument needed directly into S rank. This is when we get to a debatable one, Orochimaru.
Orochimaru.
Orochimaru, great at teaching things, right?
The straight
Powerful
pedophile.
shinobi, right? But questionable morals. He was feeding Sasuke drugs. He was experimenting on him. He tried to take this man's body. So his ability to teach, definitely up there.
Oh,
But his
absolutely.
intentions, definitely down there. He made Sasuke into an incredibly powerful shinobi that got slept by
Absolutely.
B. Yeah, it's like, in all honesty, there's just so much you could do for Sasuke. If Sasuke had the curse mark, it was arguable if he would have done better against B. So it's like a lot of Sasuke's power from Orochimaru came from literal experimentation and the necessity to rely on Orochimaru's curse mark.
Which, to be fair, is kind of a lot of Orochimaru's shinobi force anyways. Sound villages.
True,
A
true,
lot of
true,
them
true.
were experimented on to begin with.
So, in all honesty, while he is an incredibly powerful shinobi, he's kind of just like Kakashi in the sense of his teaching was kind of second to what Sasuke already had. So it's like, I am comfortable to put Orochimaru in B tier. He was trying to steal a student's body. He was experimenting on him, giving him steroids.
He likes to go after kids, bro.
Bro, he only helped Sasuke develop for his own good.
Yep.
So it's like, you can't really give like, if I could give him an E rank in teachability, I would.
Yeah.
But since he's still an S rank shinobi, B tier is kind of where I have him situated at.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Then the worst teacher in Naruto, the actual worst teacher in Naruto, but one of the greatest characters to ever do it, Jiraiya the Gallant.
True. Uriah the Toad Sage. The super pervert.
Pervy Sage. The master of men.
The man. I love how he says all the women want me, but then no one.
Yeah, if we're talking about hookers.
True.
I'm not sure if I could say that.
I don't think you can. We'll probably have to cut that out.
Nah, it's fine.
We don't got ads on the
Jiraiya,
video.
Jiraiya
Okay.
is arguably, if we're going from where he existed in the story, he was arguably, until like Obito was revealed, he was arguably the strongest character in Naruto. He could have defeated Pain. There's a lot of reasons he didn't. Obviously, the shock of learning that the kids from the Rain Village were the ones behind the entire Pain thing. That was a level of shock he couldn't deal with. He couldn't fight against Yahiko, and if he even made it past Yahiko, I doubt he'd be able to fight Nagato or Konan. He felt a lot of guilt for that. So it, like, really held him back, right?
It did. It did.
But
Plus,
he did defeat 5 of the 6 past pain, or 4, I
which
believe,
is which is very
easily,
impressive. Doing it by your own.
and he did it with
With
0 effort.
yeah.
The thing that got him is that he didn't know about the hell path could heal them and they could just get back in the fight.
Yeah.
So obviously, still very powerful shinobi, but got kind of outdone. He was a great teacher to the Rain Trio. They became very powerful shinobi thanks to Jiraiya's teaching.
Yeah.
Konan developed her own unique style of combat and ninjutsu. Jiraiya helped cultivate that.
The paper stuff, super cool though.
Super cool. So yeah, it comes down to Jiraiya was a great teacher, and when it came to Naruto, you could argue he was a good teacher. His priorities just weren't straight. Instead of teaching Naruto the things he needed to know, he was more worried about Naruto controlling the Nine Tails' power, which is fair. But 3 years, man, 3 years.
Realistically, Naruto could have been a lot stronger in the Star Shippuden if he did train a little less.
Give a year at most to the Nine Tails training.
You're gonna learn some of Jiraiya's jutsu. That would have made him a lot stronger.
Okay, so I guess Jiraiya is not the best person to teach Naruto. Jiraiya's main nature was fire. A lot of his stuff revolved around the summoning arts. So it's yes, he could have actually taught Naruto a lot that would have made Naruto a much more powerful shinobi. A lot of his more neutral techniques, for example, the Nidojizo, sealing techniques, things like that would have been extremely helpful for Naruto.
Oh, absolutely. Plus, we already know the Uzumaki clan were renowned for...
And even getting Naruto started on the process of change to chakra nature would have helped immensely. Even if he couldn't teach him any wind style jutsu, even if he couldn't teach him how to utilize wind nature, it would have still been useful for Naruto to have known that ahead of time.
Yeah.
So it's he was still a good teacher. His priorities were just a little bit lacking. I am willing to put him in S rank because of the Rain Trio and how good of a teacher he was to them. He was also obviously the teacher to Minato, one of the strongest shinobi in Naruto history.
Definitely.
But I feel he's not even the most impactful teacher that Naruto's had. Another teacher Naruto had is Lord Fukasaku.
Yep.
I feel Lord Fukasaku was an incredible teacher. He told Naruto exactly what he needed to know to learn Sage Arts, taught him how to utilize it, and was there looking after him the entire time. Now, Lord Fukasaku is not very strong.
No.
He is powerful. Don't get me wrong. But he is at his most powerful when paired up with the Toad Sage, like Jiraiya.
Which would have been cool to see with that with Naruto, but we obviously know why that didn't.
Yeah. So it's I'm going to put Fukasaku in A rank because of teaching ability. I think he's an A rank teacher. I think he's in A rank levels of power when paired up with the right student. So I'm comfortable making that decision.
I will agree with that.
Next up, Naruto's arguably final teacher, Killer Bee.
Let's go. The rapping Killer Bee.
Terms of power, S rank. Teachability, E rank. He was not a great teacher. Naruto had to figure a lot of it out himself.
Yep.
But B was there to put Naruto on the right path, which is what was important. And for that, I'm going to put him in B tier with Orochimaru.
With Orochimaru. Well, that's a pretty solid choice, though.
Another go-to teacher, Minato.
Oh, absolutely.
Very powerful shinobi. Horrible teacher to anyone who's not Kakashi. He had a fire nature. He could have taught Obito. He was a seal master. He could have taught Rin. He had so much he could have done. But he didn't.
Yeah, I think it was a good portion of it. He was trying to get Kakashi out of his fucking emo phase.
Bruh, he was teaching Kakashi since Kakashi was 7. That was 5 years before getting Obito and Rin. At that point, He's just a bad teacher.
Yeah.
So, as much as I love Minato, bruh, be gone.
Baga.
The next one is very obvious. He's going into bitch be gone too. It's Haruzen.
Yeah.
Train the three legendary Sannin. I guess they learned everything themselves, because name one of Haruzen's teaching any of them utilized.
I mean, I
Tsunade
guess
got her
some
stuff from
of
her
them-
family. Orochimaru got his stuff from Haruzen pampering him. Sasuke situation, right?
Yep.
Jiraiya had to fucking reverse summon himself to Mount Miyaboko to get anything.
I mean, and the only reason he learned about summoning is because Haruzen was like, "Oh, watch this."
Bro, be gone. I don't care, bro. Haruzen might be an S-rank shinobi within his prime, but like, bro, you couldn't even give Naruto fresh milk, bro. Be gone.
That's true. Pretty much give him just
Now.
enough money to pay rent.
Okay, right. Now we got the two most powerful teachers in all of Naruto, bro.
I agree.
Shino.
Yes, absolutely.
Power level SSS rank. Teachability SSS rank. Have you seen the Boruto generation, bro? Have you seen the Konoha Genin from Boruto's generation? Absolutely broken. Chojo, butterfly mode at 12. That she can fully control. Sarada, an awakened Sharingan. Boruto can create clones, master of 3 chakra natures, and a master of taijutsu. Like, he had the perfect generation of students. He himself is one of the most godly characters ever. Top of SS rank.
Absolutely.
And finally, the strongest character in all of Naruto. The Sage of Six Balls.
Yep.
I'll let you talk about this one, bro. You got it. This is your main.
I know. The Sage of Six Balls taught Naruto a very, very important. He taught Naruto to love ramen, and for that one filler episode, how to make it. I'm sure Naruto.
Don't forget, ramen is the reason why Naruto and Hinata finally got together, bro.
That's true.
That's the true power of the ramen gun.
The ramen gun.
And for that, the wielder of the ramen gun, the teacher and father of Otsutsuki God Shibai, the Sage of Six Balls, goes into SS rank.
Absolutely.
So, to all of the beautiful people who left comments and likes on the last video, thank you very, very much. I'm sure Brady appreciates it.
I felt so good seeing them. So, leave some more likes and comments, you know?
If you do, we will make sure to make many more of these tier lists. It's really fun when me and Brady get together like this.
Yep. And if you guys have any suggestions, there's a little. If you go to my Discord, or you can put it in the comments, but there's a little tab in the Discord that says video suggestions.
So yeah, if you want to suggest anything, go ahead. On top of that, to those who are complaining about Shino, because it's gonna happen again, you have no right to speak. Shino is the GOAT.
And if you really want to, we can make a new tab in the Discord where
for Shino haters.
Yep. I mean, we do got that toxic chat in the Discord, so you can always go there.
All I'm gonna tell you is, bro, life is not for complaining. Shino is the most GOAT character in all of Naruto, the most powerful, the best sensei, the best at everything he does. He solos your verse.
It does.
Literally, I don't think any person in the real world could beat Shino.
Definitely not. I think a lot more people would be scared because they're just bugs just emerging.
So, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment. My name is SixMysta Jonathan. I have my own channel that Brady's going to link down in the comments. And if this video's edit looks horrible, if its thumbnail looks horrible, remember, Brady hasn't paid me yet, so make sure to harass him about that.
You shall get paid on the 8th or 9th.
Remember that, chat. If next video comes around and he hasn't paid me, we have to harass him.
AKA, that's when I get paid.
So, want to give your parting words, Brady?
All right. Like we said, like, subscribe, and have a nice day.